What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Jay Bailey, your favorite train operator. Yeah, your favorite train operator, but technically your favorite train operator. But um, as some know and most don't, MTA has medically terminated me. Legally, they're allowed to do that because I've been out for over a year. But these are the games that they're playing. One, um, when you try to contact the workers' comp department, they tell you that their preferred method of contact is email. So you send them email after email, voicemail after voicemail. They don't answer their phones, they don't respond to voicemails, and they don't respond to emails. So that's one of the tactics that they're doing. So they ignore you. And then going forward, the other thing that they do is they they don't authorize, or at least in my case, they don't authorize treatment. So first you withhold monies in an effort to, financially pressure me back to work. And then on the flip side, you don't authorize treatment so I can get the medical treatment that I need so I can get back to work. How does that work? Either you want me back to work or you don't. So in this case, clearly they don't want me back to work. So I've been medically terminated. One thing is I can be reinstated, but it's a much longer process. Um, TWU member Manny Cintrone has been a big help with that. At what is it, 149 Pierpont, the new address, whatever it is, on the first floor. He's been member services, TWU member services. He's been a big, help with that. But once again, it's a lengthy process. Um, and of course, I've gotten all the letters. I've gotten all the letters, like, I mean, within days. The fastest, oh my God, nothing moves faster from transit than a termination letter. Any other thing takes forever in a day to come from them. But when they send you a termination letter, it comes certified mail. So somebody has to sign for it. So yeah. Um, so they sent all that information except one piece of information, the date when my medical and health benefits expire. They sent everything except that. So my daughter, she was trying to get her meds and she, sent me a message saying, "Hey, Dad, the CVS Caremark says the benefits have expired." I'm like, "Expired?" I'm like, "Since when?" And so I had to, make phone calls to the BSC and come to find out that my benefits have been expired since September 30th. September 30th was the last day. Like, wow. Would have been nice to know that. Now, granted, knowing being medically terminated, um, I knew they were going to expire, but I just didn't know when. It would have been nice to know that they expired on the 30th. So now I'm waiting for the Cobra package because at least, if I choose to, I can pay for Cobra. Contacted Cobra Benefits and they said, oh yeah, we're allowed to use, we're allowed 44 days, not 45, 44 days to get the Cobra package to the terminated employee. 44 days. So my insurance can lapse and I have to wait for this package so I can resume benefits. And then according to the person that I talked to, she said, "Oh yeah, it was sent out 2 days ago." 2 days ago. These people. And then in addition to that, so I'm like, okay, well, what would be the cost to continue coverage? $3,033.90. Really? $3,033.90? They couldn't keep the 90 cents off. But anyway, I digress. So over $3,000 a month, and you only get it for 18 months. Who has that type of money? Especially, see, it goes back into their games. So now I didn't get any monies. I'm not getting any treatment. And now that the benefits have expired, I don't have the money to pay for continuing coverage. Make it make sense. I did elect to be reclassified. And went down to the Mac, had the whole appointment and everything, went to the Mac and went through everything. Everything went through fine. EKG, pissing in a cup and um what you call it, eyes and sight and vision and hearing and all of that they do at the Mac. And everything was fine, right? Waiting for the results or to hear back from employee availability. And they say, oh, yeah, the doctor said that you're not reclassifiable. What? Why am I not reclassified? And in addition to that, it's not like I did anything like strenuous, like I didn't stretch, didn't stand up, touch my toes, bend over and reach for the sky, climb a ladder, walk over steps or anything like that. I didn't do it. He just sat down. He said a few words and I was just like, no. And he went through the paperwork and he looked over what was done, blood pressure, all that. Even I was even smart enough to bring my um, CPAP compliance report showing that I was more than compliant, not just for the past 30 days, 90 days, for the whole year. Right. After all that, he said, I'm not reclassifiable. So I asked, what do you mean I'm not reclassified? Why not? Oh, the doctor didn't say. And there's no appeals process because it's all in house. So there has to be some reform in that area. Like, come on. Really? There's no appeals process. Once whatever the doctor says, that's what it is. But it makes sense because why? The people at the Mac work for MTA. So if they say, hey, we want you to say that this employee is not reclassifiable, what they do? They say, oh, this person's not reclassifiable. I tell you. Anyway, I don't know. I can be reinstated, but at this point, I'm not even sure if I want to be reinstated. I'm still mentally processing the fact that I'm terminated. After 15 years, it's like I'm medically terminated, but they don't want, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to come back and work for such an employer. And I mean, I get it. Most of us really don't want to work for them, but we do it because we have to. We're looking at the 25 years. And I myself, I'm like, do I want to be reinstated and, go back, get back all my benefits and my seniority and everything? Do I want to work for them again? I mean, I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know. So, I have a few, my options is to go through the process of reinstatement, which incidentally, once you get clearance letters from the doctors, including the workers' comp doctor, your personal doctor, etc., once you get clearance letters stating that you're available to work, guess what happens? The monies you get from Transamerica stops because if you're well enough and able to work, you don't need their assistance anymore. Interesting, right? So while the 1, 2, 3, 4 months, while it takes for them to reinstate you as an employee, now you're not getting any workers' comp benefits because you're cleared to work. And then on the flip side, you're not getting any Transamerica benefits because you're cleared to work. And now that you're cleared to work, they haven't reinstated you yet. So you're just sitting there in limbo. It's the games that they play. Ultimately, what they're doing is, and what I believe, from my assessment, is that they are making sure that, hey, if you choose to go out on workers' comp again, just remember what you went through this time. I think that's what they're doing. Not just for me, but for others as well, because I'm hearing similar stories across from different union members, from different employees. And it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Well, back to the drawing board. I don't know what to do at this point, but I do know I will keep pushing forward. And any information that I come across that can be helpful, I will be sure to share it. I'm Jay Bailey, and I'm your favorite train operator. Well, I was your favorite train operator, but I'm still Jay Bailey. Talk to you soon. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. Zoom done changed it. Talk to you soon.